sure you remember these little guys. As soon as I hit live, I spilled some coffee on myself, as well as this dress from the 80s. It's actually my mom's dress, so I'm going. You know what? I'm going to run and put this in the washing machine because there's a few too many spots I can handle. Darn it. Hope everyone's having a perfect day. Off to a beautiful start. Let's see. I think it'll be fun. This is 90s Laura Ashley, so it's pretty indestructible. But shoot. Hello, Caucasian Sasquatch. Nope, not happening. The coffee? Oh, you'd be surprised. Thankfully, as long as you get it in like really quick. I put vinegar in it, and I'm sure, you know, I've planted many trees in this dress, so I'm sure there's more like marks on it. I'm not the most worried, but that's just right in front. At least I'll disperse it a little bit, I think. I haven't used one of these in a long time. This was an impulse purchase. And then the same thing. I'm cleaning. I'm not cleaning. Yeah. I have to downsize a little bit because with the world slowly opening back up and there's like more shops and stuff popping up everywhere, and I really want to get back out there and to yard sales and stuff because I guess I just I don't know, if I were to be addicted to anything, it's 100% yard sales, and just haven't been able to get up early enough for them, I guess. It's been freezing for me anyway. Florida freezing. It is full of swords and oh, very nice. Yeah, you'd fare well in Florida, that's for sure. Well, Georgia, neighbors, both physically and spiritually. What was in Georgia? I was trying to find the closest place to pan for gold, and Georgia is indeed it. And because I am into the idea of Fort Drum, but it's a long childhood dream because I really like tedious stuff like that, and it, like, especially, I don't know, it's really cathartic. And I'm sure a lot of people could really dig the idea of panning for gold and sitting on a nice, like, perfect riverbank and just sifting, because cool stones, just about anything I'm looking for anyway. So that's pretty much the only goal of mine this year. Didn't really do any New Year's resolutions or anything like that. Absolutely shameless. I started attempting to like, because I stretch and everything like that, but like purposely work out, and it's really embarrassing. But I went from being able to do like literally one push-up, and the day after I was able to do 2 push-ups for the longest time, and then 5 a while after that, and officially 10. I did 11, but I'm still counting it as 10 because I don't think I could do 11. Like, but that's like clear progress, and I have these little chicken shot arms, so trying to change that this year. And yeah, because there's just, you know, Florida, we're all in tourist states, really. There's so many, like, just, like, life-changing gems everywhere, and I really want to get back out there. I'm naturally kind of a hermit, so the pandemic, unfortunately, allowed me to really shine in that aspect. And yeah, like, what can you call them? Peace River here in Florida. It's in the, like, center of the state. And, shoot, okay, let me put, I'm nearsighted as hell, so, like, to see the comments, I will, so I am downsizing my closet, and I can never keep myself focused enough, and I'm not doing very well this time either. But I lost my headphones, and I'm convinced they're in here, and I've been needing to do this for like a few years now. I'm a collector of various anythings, and clothes is definitely one of them. But after moving away from city and living that sweet hermit life, I haven't really had much need for like a store's worth of clothing. And all this stuff I find in the darndest places. And my favorite place is interesting people's garages. If not, yes, hey, I'm sorry. I feel like everyone is feeling it, and I feel like that's like, I don't know. What a year! Like on New Year's even, it didn't feel like New Year's because it just felt like 3 years like together or something. And I'll put this in black stuff. I have a bunch of stuff to repair, and I don't know really what my limit should be on how much stuff I should keep to repair. When I was in, middle school, 13, what are you in 13? Not yesterday. Hello ma'am, organizing closets can be somewhat daunting. Yeah, I figured. I don't know what I figured. I think good time to pop on anyway, because it is daunting and tedious. And I have a bad habit of wanting to keep everything, but this time I have this big, beautiful cardboard box. And the stuff that I don't wear and don't feel like repairing, I'm going to put them there and then figure it out some other time. When I was, so I started working at a vintage store when I was 13. A lot of stuff I still have somehow. And the woman, any damaged dresses, she would turn into new dresses. And this is one of them. And if any Floridians, local Floridians, I should start tagging, like, for, yeah, Miami Beach Vintage. It was there for a really, really long time. Really sweet. So I guess I'm gonna have to keep that. I also started stitching flowers somehow, so I'm trying to get into embroidery. Because if I could get into embroidery, like, I miss my pig more than anything, and I can't even think about it too much, or, like, just, anyway. For the last 5 years, I just didn't care if my clothes got chewed up and stuff like that. Like not at all. It's so weird. Like, if my cat, like, tore apart a book, I'd be like, oh my god. But, like, somehow, like, didn't even, like, just didn't care at all. And, so I started stitching but I only have a few. I'm not very good at it yet, but I'm trying to use like the basic knots. And like, it's not great now, but I'm thinking when it's absolutely full, it'll be alright. Wearable. I mean, because it's not really like, and I don't feel like I'm damaging it. I don't have a system at all. It's really cold, so I pulled out like my suitcase of sweaters because you never need sweaters here. I worked in a vintage shop. Yeah. The best part about it was, I legally couldn't get paid, so I would get paid in broken jewelry and clothing, and even after, like, it was like fine for me to get paid, broken jewelry and store credit all the way, and damaged items. That was the score. But I have so much from that era. Plus, the thrift stores down here are just really, really good, and as long as it's not already damaged by the heat. But yeah, we got some glorious shops. I feel like everywhere does, and especially yard sales. If y'all don't go to yard sales very often, and if you do, I'd love to like hear your favorite, like the dopest thing you found. Because yard sales, like, not only do you get to meet your neighbors, you get to I don't know. It's just, there's something different, and it's way cheaper because usually the people just want the stuff gone. So it's like really, because Goodwill doesn't have their what do you call the colors anymore. It's a membership program. But I don't go enough anymore. The current political climate is worse. It's everybody. Is it see? I can't tell if it's like I'm paying more close attention to the news I've ever been in the last few years, or it really is the worst it's ever been. Things can be really stupid. And like, all of my friends were kind of like, all creative in their own right. Like, all did like something like creative, and like all little weirdos, but all always hung out in groups. And like, as far as I know, everyone's just kind of like still isolating. I guess it's the only way to. I have to put this in the closet where I never will. When I did a craft fair, this is why I need like. And I did a craft fair every dime that I made. As soon as I would make a sale, I would just walk over to one of the stalls and like, get some. This stuff, this is from the '60s, and it will never fade. I wish I remember this fabric, and I keep trying to find it, but it's so hard to describe. And there's no tag, and it's clearly handmade. Like, not even a serger involved. It's handmade. And it doesn't matter how many times it's been washed or worn, it is still as vibrant as can be. And it's really, really juicy, like the colors in person. And the fabric, oh, I wish I knew the fabric. I have a big old pile and small apparently. What's that? So I used to collect anything that makes a sound. I remember once, to be fair, we were kids. It was the year Four Locos came out. And naturally, us young bloods took a few to the beach to the local drum circle. Needless to say, yeah, I tumbled. I took a tumble. I knocked into somebody who's playing a bongo, who fell into someone who's playing a bongo, and it's a domino. It's a domino effect. And yeah, I can't believe I just told that story, but I did. Yeah, participating. Excuse me. Like, other than streaming and Snap though, like talking even, like talking to it's just I used to think I was really antisocial and I used to be really but this is like a whole nother level. I feel like I'm in a capsule or something. Or like a pod or something. I think that isolation did become a habit. Because like I said, proud hermit. I've been saying I'm a hermit for my entire life. And like a few other variations of like just joking about rarely leaving because I'm a crafter. And so like I'm usually at a desk or a table with glue, a hot glue gun, and like popsicle sticks, essentially. But so that's already really antisocial. So different. And like the most social people I know is like wild. And of course, a lot of people move to be closer to family and stuff. And really trying to get everyone together because like there's so much, especially Florida, like the fishing. Sorry to anybody. My dad's a fisherman, so I'm like really used to anything on the coast. Beach combing for freaking hours, like the Treasure Coast. There's so much to do. So many people are moving here, but like it's to a degree that's really intense. Like downtown West Palm Beach, I was looking at the condos, $10K a month for one of them, in humble little downtown West Palm Beach. Wild. Did I already say this is my mom's from the 80s? And this I just found at a thrift store. There's a thrift store in, I think it's considered like Worth. There's this waterway called the Spillway in Palm Beach County. And there's a massive thrift store there that's been there forever. And it's called World Thrift. Freaking huge. Cash only. It's the biggest cash only thrift store that I know of. I think even the bins have, like, use card at the bins. The bins says, yeah. Oh god, I just don't know what to do with the bins. Like, I just don't know what happened. It's reversible. It's really cool, but it's like too big, so that's going to go in the pile. It's like wasteful. I guess like if I had to, because it's been really cold. And if you embroider stuff, it's just like frumpy, but with like a sweater underneath. Like a sweater underneath. Because it's really cold, and when I like cut my thing, it's very cold. And God, I used to be just so spoiled, I guess. Thrift stores, yard sales, half the thrift stores that I used to score at are gone. They couldn't make it. My dad's best friend's pizza place just closed, and $1,100 a month to $4,000 a month overnight. Yes. Thank you. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Nikamagla. Whereabouts? I lived in Homs. Oh, very nice. Oh, very nice. Not New York, so sorry. Yeah, Florida is. You know, when I was a kid, I actually dreamed of moving to New York. New York was like it for me. New York and France, both for some reason were just like, because just there's so much to experience, like, but for every sense and like every mood. And like I did get to go to New York for a week, and all of my friends for some reason were such negative Nancy's. They were like, you're not gonna find anything at the thrift stores. Thrift stores are weak. I found my favorite things that I've ever owned while I was there, and there was like little street sales and like shut down schools just to have huge flea markets, and I don't think I'd ever be bored in New York, that is for dang sure. And where else? I like same thing with France, like it's every sense. Current political climate. Well, this lighting is like, it's these white light bulbs, and I look like, I guess, a Timberland mom or something. I just don't want to miss anything, because I look like I am. Yeah, I think, like, I don't know why social media isn't like helping with that. I just like see that from my own like you know, area, I guess, as we all do. Like if I should get his book. There's a quote on the back of this book about NKT, exposing NKT, which is new comic edition. It's like intense. If you don't know about it, it's NKT. And just look up, what is that called? Controversy. And, I can't get over it. I look a little creepy. It's all recent, like. I went from having no hangers, but I did a good downsizing job. Okay, so, I don't need, this is really near and dear to me. It, I think, is my great-grandma's. There's a little specs on it, but I use it for just personal picnics, I guess you can say. And it's, Pennsylvania Dutch. There's a really interesting sect of brochure of Christianity there. I'm not sure like what denomination of Christianity would be misaligned with, but it's called brochure or powwow. The Red Church, I believe that is all in the same. I have like a ton of the yarn ones, these, but I'm trying to get them all in one place because I really want, not necessarily a capsule wardrobe because I know I wouldn't be able to do that. This belt is too big, but capsule wardrobe is like the basics and super interchangeable, so you have to stop wasting brain power on. All this was organized when at once, and I just like tornadoed through like a bunch of, because I think that's what's like hitting. It's just so different, and I don't mind the difference. It's just like I gotta prepare a little bit mentally and physically, and organize and confident. For some reason, I'm just like, oh, shoot. I'm trying to stay away from keeping stuff to do yard work in because I have plenty of that, which is stuff with holes in it that I just don't want to ruin it, or, yeah. my grandma's motto in life, and she was from a very, very rural part of Minnesota, and she had 5 sisters and 1 brother, and they grew up on a farm. 1 bath, like a steel bath, for them all, same bath water. Like, she used to talk about it a lot. And then she went directly into the Marines, and so she was intense, and I loved her to death, but she was very intense. Like, I remember once I had to go to the bathroom, and she just told me to hold it, and I wouldn't have to go anymore. Yeah. Her, rest in paradise, because she is no longer. But, yeah, a really intense lady. I mean, I didn't mean to say it like that. Jesus. The darndest things will come out of one's mouth when you're nervous. Everyone is nervous. This is my favorite sweater. It's from the 70s, and it's cashmere, and it's just the most softest, and it's really good to wear under. I'm learning from y'all northern and cold climate folk, because Florida, like, you could get puffy jackets and cardigans and big thick sweaters, but they're not made out of anything but nothing, and so they don't keep you warm. Ironically, if you wear them like just on a normal day, you'll sweat your arse off, but if you need to stay warm, they just don't. They do not work. So, I had the suitcase. I pulled all this stuff out here, and I just kind of let everything fall into this basket, which I should put y'all, really worried I'm gonna knock it over. I'm not gonna worry, like, little scarves. I have so many scarves, and I've never really used them, but this year it's like random, really, really cold days that I really like these like poncho things, but every time I walk around, I get caught on stuff. And I know it's gonna end like in tragedy. I'm like gonna get caught on a lady's bracelet when she's eating. She's gonna like chop on a fork or something. I won that at the fair when I was a child. Well, my dad probably won it, but hello, pretty earthling. Hello, fellow pretty earthling. Man, I need to start on my own spring cleaning already. Yeah, no, I've been definitely pushing this one off, because I don't know why I'm this way. I hate it, because like everything has a story, and therefore it's special to me. So I keep like, this is one of my favorite dresses. It's my mom's. So I obviously can't get rid of it, but it's all stained up, so I'm gonna tie-dye it. But my tie-dye pile is huge. But it's like the best dress ever. And it's like, it's like a Florida dream. And it's really nice to plant stuff in. I guess that's my answer. Another plant dress. I have to make an exception for that one. Hey. I got these racks from a woman, one of my first little craft shows. Ooh, right next to stained glass lamp. Good idea. I brought the biggest jar I've ever owned on one of the first streams. But there was one of my first craft shows. I was selling handmade jewelry, vintage tie-dye, and these little fortune cookie hair clips that I was like making faces out of. And this is quite nice. This is like 80s California top, and the fabric is just so different than anything that like I could find today. Shoot. I totally forgot what I was talking. Oh, European, but yeah. Well, I feel like the main and oh my goodness. I feel like it's kind of I don't know. Like I've always been like an open book in my life in general, and because I've always thought like people, but like I benefit so much from hearing other people's experiences, and like so on. That's why I kind of Kynto is getting like wild. So, and Snarf is a bit of a perfectionist, but we're gonna go be promoting it pretty hard very soon, and cause could do live streams and share audio and video, and anyway, perfect spot to meet up that's not censored, so can talk about anything, especially like politics and stuff like that, and have debates, healthy debates, like not like violent, like death threat debates, like healthy debates, because like even if I'm talking to somebody that I agree with, there's something in me that actually does like devil's advocate to like try to do the like get to the middle ground, because rather than like I have a weird fear of like echo chambers, I guess, or like confirmation bias. I'd rather hear something different, and that's why I listen to so many different people, and like well, I shouldn't say listen. I mean listen like audibly, but so I watch so many different people and so many different angles, and yeah, because there's the times. But yeah, and beyond that, like also a place to like send files back and forth, make music, because with technology, it's so easy. And I'll be real, I grew up without the internet, and yeah, and then once long ago, my phone was stolen out of my bike, and I went 5 years without a phone, and I used to say it was the best part of my life. So I never really used tech to its like full advantage until relatively recently. Like with the printer, oh my god. Like, one thing I didn't like about this bag, this is just like a cheapo bag, but I like how it says title current fashion. But beyond that, it came with really adorable pins, but the poles were definitely going to get dirty, especially like a Floridian. And so I've got these printed. I'm going to print more of these. It's just a skull pole. And actually, I was gonna put, well, no, I don't have to. Yeah, there's this, it's Mango. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but the bags are like $12, and they have a bunch of different pockets, and they're known as Ita bags, so they have these nice windows for you to display things to cheer the entire planet up with. I usually have a ton of stuff in it, but I just, the world has gotten quite dark, and I usually, I don't know, I like old kind of creepy things, always have, but I can't. So like everything in my purse is just like very cute. And I was never like, you know, I feel like you could judge for one. Oh wait, you gotta see my wallet. Are you ready for this? It's like $5. This is, and I made this. This is Barbarian. I happen to have all the letters in a little pile. Oh, okay. That's a really good. Yeah, no. Also, that's it. Reminds me. I feel that way almost with these streams too. Like, there's like a part of me that feels like it's been captured, and because a lot of like the vintage and like handmade stuff or like collectible stuff just ends up on Etsy or eBay, and so I take really nice pictures of that. So I always have a beautiful picture, but I haven't really been wanting to do like. I live a little too far to do eBay and Etsy right now, so I'm going to make a bunch of bulk stuff, and then for our work for a friend's. I'm gonna make stuff for my friend's store. So, or it's not. Long story short, shipping is a pain in the ass for me right now. So, I'm like gonna store it for a good second, cause yeah. So this stream is like, yeah, I'll remember exactly what goes in this box, and yeah. I wish stamps came with like. I wish stamps were like. I do use stamps. I'm always so afraid of like handmade or vintage stuff because there's no tracking, and if it gets lost, it's lost forever. And beyond that, I should probably. I keep some stuff inside out so it doesn't get shipping. It is such. I used to live like 2 blocks from a post office, and I don't know really. I'm so bad at shipping and getting the measurements and weights right, and one day I'll like manage to perfect that, but and yeah. So the light stuff is really like simple, and like like I gotta figure out a solution. I don't know how people run like Etsy stores in the middle of nowhere, like truly, like from a mountain somewhere, cause I guess I could just put it in the mailbox, but I don't know. I don't know what my hang up is, honestly. I do know one thing. That is one of the goals of downsizing, I guess. It's a whole new world. It really is. And I'm not trying to get like down about it because in my area specifically, I feel like in the long run it might bring some good, unless like all the locals get pushed out from rent prices, which I feel like is valid fear. But a lot more art galleries and like things to have experiences in other than bars, because really Palm Beach County there's things, but mostly bars and mostly clubs, which are sweet, but like we finally got a few years ago one of the climbing like walls and the like massive jungle gyms essentially, and I'm still dying to go there. My biggest dream, like for the longest time, was always like, instead of like going to bars and stuff, was like obstacle courses. That, and those like those places, they exist now. Like it's crazy. It's crazy they exist. Like obstacle courses that you can just go to without having to go to like boot camp or like the military. All the respect to y'all. I always wish they let like civilians try the obstacle courses. Just sign a waiver. But that would be so sweet. like swinging off things like that, and there's nowhere to really climb in Florida other than places, and they tend to be really far. And I had like, I still have the rope up on a branch, but I had one of those yoga straw pieces on a pine tree branch. Shit broke. Really heavy. It was the only time like in my life that I remember going slow motion. And I was able to like kick myself out or whatever. And there was a divot from like dragging your feet in the ground for so long. Traumatizing though, so I don't trust the pine trees anymore. And like I know I shouldn't have to begin with, but I did. And the other thing, and you just strap this bad boy on, and all it is a piece of like marine rope and 3 Prusik knots. And if you don't know what a Prusik knot is, it's Prusik, and it's like just a loop, and you wrap it around 3 times and pull it, and it's a tension knot. I'm not sure if that's the proper term, but you could like pull it and like pull it up easily, and then when you pull it down or pull like, yeah, when you pull it and give it a lot of tension and a lot of weight, it's solid, and you could inch your way up like a what are those things called? The like ratchet things. I don't know what those are called, but really neat and really fun. And as long as you're like doing it on a tree or something, like I feel like that's pretty dang safe to give a go. And you just really need 2 ropes, one to hang and make sure it's very secure, and one to tie your little Prusik knots on. I'm sorry, one to cut into 3 smaller pieces so you can make that's a very valuable knot to know. The only board game that I really still want, because I'm determined to start making that habit again. We used to all play Scrabble and stuff. I didn't realize how spoiled, like looking back, it's, God, it feels like an outdated movie or something, but I played Scrabble all the time. Shout out to David Weisberg, who really made me appreciate Scrabble more than I ever thought I would. Actually, I always appreciate Scrabble. It's really fun, and Words with Friends is just as fun. But he was serious Scrabble player, like won championships and stuff, and has like a bunch of custom boards from winning and stuff. And writes epic poetry. I think it's on YouTube, a lot of it. So I haven't been looking at this. Shipping compete. Oh, okay. So I always get sidetracked rambling. And see, this is from the 90s, and it's just Gap. But today I feel like the same sweater would be like synthetic, and this is all wool, like really warm, and therefore useful. Oh no! Whoops. Oh, wow, what's that? Do not hold those duties. Yeah. It's my favorite one. This is my dirndl. This one's my favorite one. It's really, really well made. And really, really, just made to last. And move in without ripping. Vintage and new fabrics are always hit and miss for me, like, realistically, because, in Florida, the heat really destroys fabric. And, like, I tell this story often when I was walking around in Miami, feeling on top of the world because I was wearing, like, this floor-length 1970s really cool dress. And everybody was like, I don't want to sound, like, really, you know, but everyone was looking at me. And I felt on top of the world. I felt so beautiful. But it turns out the entire thing was ripped on the back. So, they were just looking at me because, like, my arse was hanging out. I wish they said something. But everyone's trying to sell something in my like, on that street that I didn't notice it on Lincoln. So, like, anybody who walks on there, you kind of, like, are in your own zone anyway. Maybe someone tried to warn me. The Highland Games is coming up, which is, like, the Scottish, I don't want to say, like, the Scottish Oktoberfest because I have no idea, but I know they throw logs, and I know, where's the shirt? Oh yeah. Trying to keep the clothes that I actually wear. These are Amanda's. I'm trying to keep the clothes I actually wear together. Because, I forgot how to, like, grouping stuff. Especially, lately with, because most of the vintage was supposed to not be in my possession for this long. Because, like, I often get boxes to go through. Because a lot of it will be by size, and, like, somebody will find it in their garage or something. I acquire a lot of, like, bulk, like, amounts and stuff. Used to. Like, Worth was just, like, Worth is a treasure trove of, just, it's a really crafty little area, so there's, like, yeah. But, like this, you wouldn't know it, maybe? Okay, I don't know. I have no idea, but I don't know the color theory with me. It's been so cold. There hasn't been any sunshine at all. And, yes. And I can't do the cold. I'm so ill-equipped for it, especially when, what should I use? I think before the summer starts, I really, really need, I don't know, I need a pick and VRs to get into the swamps, because, Snappa's got that sweet, portrait mode drone, and, drones, and just, like, I'm so annoyed with how, like, how much everything's been affected. In hindsight, like, obviously I wasn't stoked for a pandemic and dealt with way too much that I didn't expect, as everyone did. But, like, hindsight is like, what's it called? Hindsight is not igniting. What is it? Like, if something is, like, appears because, like, what's that word? Like, appears? No. Oh, anyway. Yeah. Hindsight is, like, igniting. Oh my god, it's gonna drive me nuts. What is that called? Like, imagine, like, I had a candlestick and it's pitch black. And, like, I am moving the candlestick and it shows, like things appear because they... Let me see, what is that? Ignite? No. Not like the opposite of obscure. Like if something's obscured by a shadow, it could be highlight. Yeah, really quickly. And we actually live very far from like proper town. The towns in Palm Beach County, besides now, like there's so much being built, so it's like totally different. And like, God, the development is insane. I wish, I don't know, I wish they would just not do that, honestly. I don't know why people like feel like farms aren't important or anything. I don't know where, I mean, I know there's not plenty, but there are a lot of orange fields, but I don't know, so many developments, like thousands, like hundreds of thousands of houses, like thousands of houses. Feels like shifting so many different ways. Yeah, and like a lot of people, they're like just, I don't know, I guess called dramatic or like crazy or whatever, but like it's like a clear as day shift. It's bizarre. And I haven't watched the news in a few days, actually. I really haven't. And I'm not sure. Let me think. Last thing that I heard of, and I'm sure I'll just like fall back into the pattern of watching absolutely everything. Now that I haven't found him yet. That's one major inspiration of taking on this challenge. And it's never really a challenge. I always have way too much fun organizing stuff. But yeah, that's my headphones. And so I haven't listened to like a single song today, which is... I have a playlist, but I don't know. Please excuse my ignorance, because it's copyright-free music from the 20s and 30s. Like, if I play that in the background of streams, is that good of it? Because, you guys see our tea right there, and I could... No way it's not silence. Because, yeah. That's I'm really sorry to do this, but my account is updated. Just need to refill it real quick. So many ways. Like, even like time feels like it's going by fast, and I know I keep saying that. I don't like get old, but it's just here. Oh, well, I'll just show you text. Get this off. Okay. I remember what I was trying. Yeah. So, one of the first crafts shows I've ended at, where it was just like I had my own little stands. I had a rack of vintage, but the rack I had was from like Walmart or something, and it was completely falling down. One of my friends had to hold it up the like entire time. Excuse me. And a woman was moving to Europe, and she had these and didn't need them anymore, and she kindly gave me 3 of them. Well, she sold them to me, but yeah, really nice. They're I think like $80 each, so I got them all for I think 30 or something like super low to the point. It was pretty well nothing. Yeah. These are interesting. Let's see. This is nice. It's too big for me. I don't know if anyone's ladies. It's 90s. 90s at Rio. I'm not sure what Rio is, but it's very nice. Acid wash and it's velvet color. Very nice. I just don't know what to do with that. And like I have, that's where that one. I have piles for repair. Which I gotta get on those. It's a little too big. But very nice. And it's cropped. A lot of things are cropped these days. So I don't know what to do. Okay. Alright, I can't do that again. I always end up just like making a bunch of piles. Oh, I pick up. On the bed. Let's see. My Christina, yeah, gave me this in middle school, and somehow I still have it. But it's near and dear. I actually wear it a lot. That just came out of the laundry. Alright, so same thing with this. This is too big. This is 1960s. Just a perfect black cocktail dress. And it's got pockets. The poach. I forgot how to say pockets. But the straps button on. This little shell buttons. Really nice. I acquired this from the vintage shop I worked at, and for some reason thought like I was going to be very curvaceous when I grew up, but it just didn't happen. Same thing with this. I wish it could be felt, but it's just real satin, so it's very soft and just very nice. Same thing with that. Did your internet die? Oh. I was about to start pressing things. It does. Florida Swamps. Florida Swamps are not very good with. Oh, this is cool. I don't know what I would do with it. This. Stuff like this. I just don't know. This is made in Scotland. Oh. I know blues bristles made their way everywhere. I know it's weird, but I'm saving every single one to make a paintbrush. So, yeah. Made in Scotland. And that means I can't get rid of. No, I'm not sure. What size is it? Maybe it says this size. No, it doesn't. I don't know how it's supposed to fit, but it's very nice. It's very soft. And then this, I believe, is like I guess, maybe 60s or something. It's just like a nighttime lace thing. But tell you what, this was some like jeans. Pretty dope. So I don't know if any ladies are into that kind of thing. And this is like not like my regular like vintage for sale vintage. This is just stuff that you know, no longer I like use or anything. I haven't worn that in probably 10 years, so I think it's time to part ways with it. And I really like trades. I like trading for new stuff because the way I see it, I mean, obviously, obviously, like, I sell handmade jewelry, but, like, there's some stuff that I, like, just prefer trading. And, yeah, I like stuff with stories, which I guess is something that I wasn't complaining, but, like, it makes it so I can't get rid of all this stuff. Like, this is just, like, a basic Abercrombie and Fitch denim, I don't know, like early 2000s denim thing. But my grandpa got me this for Christmas one year, and there's like no way I could ever part ways. And every single thing is like that. I have some JNCOs. And they're, where is it? They're dead stock. So, where did I put that? I know I'm like going really slowly, but oh, it was I don't understand. There was a beat, and I was really convinced though. I'm getting a haircut pretty soon, and quite stoked about that. Something different, and I'm not sure what. The last time I went to get my haircut, I chickened out and just got like half-inch cut off. Oh yeah, so what's this actually? Okay. This thing is neat. Helen of California, but it's just really cool. So, okay. I wish someone would join me on these streams, because now YouTube allows me to send a link, so it would be split screen. If anybody has any art and or like weird stuff, or cool tools that everybody should own. So, let's button like this. That's pretty neat, huh? Kind of like gesture almost. Let's see. Where's the phone? Let's just send this. Oh, if by some way, somehow Patchy sees this, we still have it. This was a birthday present to me, like, forever ago. Does this just make it, like, my confession of being a hoarder? Or just, like, way too sentimental? This is a very neat one. If I pass one of these, never could pass one. And, yeah. But, yeah, so there's this guy too. It's a little too big for me, as you can see. It just makes my shoulders look really broad. And, so, yeah. I don't know if this is any better thing, but I feel like I should put all these in one. These are my favorite handkerchiefs. They're really good for tying your hair into place. So you don't have to break it with one of those rubber things. And a lot of the textiles, like the older ones, are just so charming. Real quick, this one is on one side is angels. And the other side is little devils. I always really liked this one. Something to organize everything once and for all. An archive of sorts. There's another one of these bad boys. The arms are a little tight, and since I'm bulking into like such a beast, it's not gonna fit me. So I think this one can go too. Hey, 10 push-ups. It's no joke. It is, but it's progress, and progress is a joke. This is broken. I love these belt things. They're actually quite nice too when you're sitting, so it kind of reminds you not to slouch a little bit. And but this one's a little big. I keep having to like, I don't know how to say it, like suck out to hold it up. So like my posture is really weird. Okay, so close. All this stuff is, oh my god, they're together again. That is, is actually just something I used to like work in because it's really light and it's not pants, so yeah. It's like kind of like my version of overalls is that little outfit there. Ooh, this is quite nice. This is 70s floor, almost floor length, longer than T-length. So I guess floor length. Maxi skirt. Looks like it would have pockets, but it doesn't. Excuse me, hiccups. It's handmade also, but really soft. I have a few of these left too. Maybe I should keep this one. That was like one of my favorites. This is like one of my favorites. Oh. So how are you doing tonight? like I guess there's no other way to say it, like things that like white people say, whatever. I never hear anybody say that one. Good, I'm glad. And 597. I like wearing shorts under my jumpsuit. To be real. That's just how it is. Ooh. Oh gosh. I wish it was cold tonight. It's insane how fast the temperature changes. Yeah, this is cool. Got a few poles that I have to trim with scissors, but 60s bad boy. This thing's cool. That's a weird shadow it casts. Feels like pajamas. Ooh, okay, so this goes. Wool is very, very important. Everyone should have a hoard or a cache of wool. And my hair. Is this quite nice also? Really, the 70s? Would you say like 60s or 70s? Lord and Taylor, like Polynesian style. The what's it called? The sleeves are quite nice, teak, and the top. This part. How far down can you see? I just like don't have shoes on or whatever. Anyway, the top ties it's really nice and fitting. So yeah, there's that. Let's see. Kind of hoard a little bag. Not sure where I'll put this. This one's it fits really, really nicely, like without a belt or anything. I need to find some like heavier duty hangers for this. Next time there's a cold front, I'm prepared with this 3-piece wool. Wool is trucks. So this is the dress part, but this is for survival. This is for when it's very cold out here. I know a lot of Floridians, and very, very few have working heaters and like central heaters or whatever. So yeah, for them it's important. I have like oil heaters, stuff like that, but yeah, wool and lines. It's warm holding, and then so this has the sweater that goes over it, fitting the dress so it's a little bit more fitted and flattering. And then you got this big old wool. I have shorts on, so just saying. These didn't hold my. But this is, yeah, very nice, very nice, very nice. And then, if it's too cold, if it's even colder or like too cold for this here in South Florida, we got this. And I'll be prepared for like out-of-state excursions that involve cold air. I used to just use whiskey like anybody else, but I just don't drink alcohol anymore, so now I use wool and down. I'm guessing this is what that is, but it's all thrifted and yard sales, so yeah, really vital. I mean, that giant overcoat, that like poofy thing, over $2 at a yard sale. I need a heavy duty hanger. Engineer, engineer. So, like, I briefly lived in Colorado when I was, like about, like, I don't know how long ago. Anyway, I showed up in the dead of winter with suede boots, a sundress with like a fake poofy jacket that's just aesthetic, and tights. One pair of tights. I saved up a long time when I was a kid for this. What time is it? Oh. Wee, someone made this long time ago. I always dreamed of wearing this in like St. Augustine when it's cold out, because one day we'll make it when it's there goes sweet ribbons. Alright, well, I think we're gonna go not snap up because it's gonna get late, and then well, I didn't get very much done, but I got more done than I feel like I would have. Can I interest anybody in this very festive skirt? I thought I was gonna really dig it actually with like a little like black shirt or something, like and black shoes just for like New Year's or something, or to brighten someone's day. But I just never got any use out of it, so that's gonna go. And then these are one of my first yard sale finds. I got these for $1 when I was a kid. And they look really frumpy, but they're actually quite comfortable. And, yeah, I really need, I really need like a heavy duty thing. All these are gonna break. They're useless. I mean, they're not useless, but like, for weight, I mean, they're not useless. They're very useful. I will never deny a hanger. So this has hooks on it, but nothing else. 'Cause I don't want to snag it. Oh gosh, this is going to be so warm. And I have a 1940s bag that I'm going to use with it, because this is old, and I really cherish this. I wish I could walk around like Victor, Colorado wearing this. It's just so charming and like modest and beautiful and warm. I am going to button at least a little bit. So nothing, just like, nothing hangs weird. Oh, my hair looks crazy, it's okay. We're human. We're all humans here. We're all 100% human. Oh my god, that's so sweet. I can't wait. Oh, that's so heavy. All wool, 100%. That's what it says on the. Oh my god. I wish I could weigh this. I technically could. Let me see. I'll be right back. Well, I don't think I can do this here right now. Anyway. I wonder if this will work. This is to weigh a fish. I've had this since I was a kid. I found it in my grandpa's garage. For 5 pounds. 5 pounds. 5 pounds of wool. All wool, 100%. Very perfect. Just make sure it's hanging all right. Because I want this to be ready. I really like how thought through old clothes are, so I'm really looking for a sewing machine. If anyone out there has any recommendations. I'm looking at the Singer heavy duty one, because the price range is pretty dang good, but I can't really I really want to find one that doesn't fall out of time easily and lasts. And that's it all together. And there's a cardigan and a dress under it. 5 pounds of wool. Well, now it's resting on the bed. I gotta just put this. £5 of gold. I'm very hungry. Darn, I didn't get to the travel light stuff because that is going to become a major headache. Oh, it's so such a warm, just perfect thing. Okay. Putting these stuffs in here. There's another, quite possibly, it could be any era, really. But, can't pass up the little pink. Well, let's see what excuse me. Really nice. Okay, so I think take a look at this one. Thank y'all for stopping by. Mr. Caucasian Sasquatch, also if you see this message, I can have people, I'm my students now, and anybody's welcome, everybody's welcome. I'm really into learning tips and tricks from absolutely anyone. And any tool recommendations, supply recommendations. Well, this doesn't really go with this. It's such a good color. Yeah, just pretty much anything. I was just like, now that getting back into the world, and ooh, the stencils. Wait, well, I'll just do it next time. Oh no, I won't. I'll do it. So, I've been using the heck out of Snapco's 3D printer and blown away. So this is what was printing while I was in here. And, I know, like, I never in a million years thought I would ever use a 3D printer. Like, maybe I would get a chance or something to, like, print something, but, like, never in the living room. And, and so, anyway, long story short, I really needed an isometric circle stencil, $8.99 and up. Like, every now and then, like, I could find, like, one for $5.99 on Amazon, but I'd have to wait, like, 2 months for it. I was able to print one. Oh. And another thing is, cabochons, like, if I want to make, like, little charms with the old paper or little doodles or anything. I would usually go through my coin collection with any foreign coin or old coin I stick in a jar, so I usually go through that and find whichever one fits, like the bezel that I need something cut out for. I found bezel cabochon stencils, and they're like all the common sizes. Yeah, so very useful, and I'll have these forever. I'll have these forever. Like already, this would be like $15-20 for these if I wanted to get like both of these, because they're not cheap. They really aren't. As someone who's always looking for stencils because they're really useful, and yeah, and this I really, 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 really want to start a planner and keep to a planner. And I have the cutest planner. We actually got matching ones. Let me grab it. I was trying to find one that's like kind of designed for just like ultimate, so could gauge like if you had a decent day, if you completed, then what you completed, kind of gamify your day, like jokingly say every time, like one of these, every time I put this in the bag of scrap, I say 5 points, and it's just like to gamify little mundane things, and yeah, so achievement does not, so this stencil will be really nice to be able to use icons and symbolism to designate things. So like a moon, maybe that'll be like a late night idea I had, so next to that late night idea I could put the moon. The balloon or lollipop, I'm guessing it's a balloon. It's a magnifying glass. So I already do that. I usually will draw an eye if it's something that I need to look up, and whether it be a name or a phrase or anything. And yeah, the X, maybe things to never do again. Beautiful. I can't. And cookie cutters. I mean, I guess I'll just show that the next time. It just blows my mind. I showed what I usually use for cookie cutters, and you know tea lights, the metal cups that the tea light candles come in. I cut those and I'll just bend them into quick shapes. They never last very long. Like they'll only last a few little like pushes, but you know. And again, these are things that I'll have forever. Happy trails, and I hope everyone has a perfect night, and any ideas as far as anything, and never hesitate to DM me on Instagram. It's the same as it is here, JaimeLynBarbarian, and as well as on Kynto. I'm just Barbarian there though. So Kynto is Kynto, and I was on like this whole time, but I buried Kynto. Ooh! I'm not even kidding. I'm just trying to be surrounded by like hyper cuteness to just like trigger positive. It's just so dark. We're individuals with limits. Where am I being? Oh, this is the first like big room that I made. There's Jesus. I made Jesus. I haven't made a lot of pixel art lately, so I really have to get on that. I just need schedule. I need like some inspiration. I need to get like, I don't know, kicked or something. Cause yeah. I want to go to my favorite room. We are in the swamp, so I got some slow speeds. beautify. And you could go on these and use them for transportation. So you don't have to keep walking across your map. I'm not letting it load fully because I'm very hungry. So I'm gonna go and eat stuff. So happy trails. Thank y'all for